Contrary to popular opinion, Pet Shop Boys Neil Tennant and Chris Lowe actually met in an electronic shop. They came up with the name of their group in tribute to friends who worked in a pet shop. After tinkering around in home studios in London and working with New York producer Bobby Orlando, they signed a deal with Parlophone Records in 1985, and Neil was able to leave his journo job at music magazine Smash Hits. Their breakthrough came with the re-released version of their single West End Girls, which went all the way to #1 the same year. They had 3 more #1s over the next 3 years, with It's a Sin, Heart, and their cover of the Elvis Presley hit Always on My Mind. Although they've never repeated the success of what Neil refers to as their imperial period, the PSB have continued pushing the boundaries of pop music. As well as way-out collaborations with the likes of Dusty Springfield, Liza Minnelli, Patsy Kensit, David Bowie and Harold Faltermeyer, they've worked with experimental film director Derek Jarman and made their own movie. In 2009, their impressive body of work was acknowledged with a Brit Award for outstanding contribution to music.
Well, initially we were quite surprised because they normally give these awards to rock artists or groups, like Paul Weller, for instance, of course Paul McCartney, what have you. So we thought it was nice that they were recognising a group who've been unrelentingly pop for the last 25 years.
They were especially chuffed to have been selected by an industry panel.
With this, it's chosen by the music industry. A panel of people at the Brits chose it, and someone told me who was at the meeting that actually everyone was really, really keen for it to be the Pet Shop Boys. And they said, I was very flattered by it, they said it was a bit like the year they had the Bee Gees. And we, of course, held the Bee Gees in very high regard. And so I was very flattered by that.
That honour came ahead of the launch of their 10th album, Yes.
What's different about this album is that we wrote some of the songs, 3 of the songs with Xenomania, the producers, and they're based in a house in a little village in Kent. And in every room there's a different studio setup with people playing music. And it was just a fun environment.
Looking back over their old material gave them some perspective on what makes the Pet Shop Boys special.
I think one of the unique selling points of the Pet Shop Boys is that we express humour through our music. Yeah. Not always, but occasionally. I mean, I've got the brains, you've got the success and lots of money. It was sort of meant to be humorous. You know, the video for Can You Forgive Her, where it's very computerised, and Chris down this mad space landscape. We're playing this game where we go like this. This thing. It's sort of funny, I think. I like humour in video.